Oh, hello. You've caught me during my morning commute on the London Underground or the Berlin Underground because I'm staying at home. It doesn't matter where I am. But today we're going to talk about on the Underground, London, Berlin. This is a game that I got from Kickstarter, I think last year. It came out published by Ludi Creations. I actually have a couple of things of theirs in the past that I've liked with designer Sebastian Bleasdale. This game is for 2 to 5 players. It says it's best at 3. I would agree with that. The board can be a little bit complex, so we'll get into that. Playing time of 45 to 60 minutes. Definitely also agree with that. 14 plus, I don't know. Ages don't really matter. How smart is your kid, really? That's what really matters. And a weight of 2.4 out of 5. I would actually probably get this more on the 2 side. It's a very lightweight game. So on this game, we are presented with a map of the London Underground or the Berlin Underground. It's a 2-sided board. You can pick which side you want to play with. I like to play with the Berlin one because I've actually been to Berlin and rode the Berlin Underground versus I've never been on the London Tube, which I definitely want to. In this game, there are landmarks placed throughout the board that are either yellow or gray, and you're essentially trying to get a passenger from the point that they are on the map to that point. They're going to pass over on the shortest route possible, and if you happen to own that section of track, then you're going to get points. Throughout the game, you're going to be building out these track lines, following the various rules. Some of the spots allow for 3 pieces of track, some of them only allow for 2, giving you a little bit more competition when you're playing with more players. Throughout that, you're then going to trace the shortest possible route every time for the passenger to get to that destination. This can be a little bit confusing at first. The rulebook is a little confusing to read on it, but you're essentially going to always take a passenger and send them to a destination each turn. We first originally played it by kind of going along the route, along the road, trying to get them to that spot. But this is a lot more like, it's less like Ticket to Ride actually, where you're trying to place out these tracks and get to the destination and fulfill the ticket. Instead, you're actually placing out these pieces and then every turn they're going to go to one of these ticketed destinations essentially. So it's a little bit faster than that, but the map is more complicated, so it's kind of akin to Ticket to Ride. And I honestly like this more because I like the subways better and I like the maps a lot better. The artwork on this is really cool. I love this kind of art pop kind of vibe to it. So they did a really good job there. Now, the rating is 7.4. That is definitely high for me. A 7 is something I'm going to recommend and play all the time. This is more like a 6.5 to 6.75. It's a good game. I like it. It's very easy. It's very lightweight. I can take this game and teach it to anyone very easily and they'll all be able to pick it up. It's definitely a good one for your collection, especially if you're like me and you like trains, of course, train related. And if you were a fan of Ticket to Ride, you're going to be a fan of this. So definitely give On the Underground a check out by Ludi Creations. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification, and we will see you next time. Bye. I'm stuck.